Why is it cutting my head off a little bit? What is wrong with this position? Phone, help me out here. Hello everyone, it's Nina and this is the second time I'm filming this video today. So that means I'm very tired and frustrated and I want to recycle my makeup look so I don't have to put on makeup tomorrow, and that's why I'm filming this video again today. So today actually was a video that I was really excited to record. It's my first ever book haul, and the first one went so well, but then I lost the entire video and all the footage because I'm a fucking idiot. So we're just gonna have to deal with a quicker, less enthusiastic haul today. The books that I'm going to show you today are the books that I got in December. I'm pretty sure I got all of them in December, and they're the books that I either ordered on Black Friday and Black Week, or books that I ordered in December on a whim, just because I'm a very compulsive book buyer. I can't help it, I'm sorry. And yeah, so let's jump right into it. First book that I'm going to show you is a book that I'd never heard of before. Until I saw it on Black Week, and I saw that it's a part of a collection that I had been wanting to start for a while. It's a beautiful collection of classics, and this was for like half the price, so I just had to get it, right? I didn't even know what it was about, but I had to get it. And that book is My Antonia by Willa Cather. Like I said, I had never heard of this book before I saw it. It is part of the Penguin Drop Cap series, and I actually already read this book and ended up really liking it. I think I gave it 3 stars. We follow Jim. I think he's 10 years old at the beginning of the novel, and he goes to live on a farm with his grandparents because his parents passed away, and they have neighbors who are Bohemians who just came to the country, and then he becomes very good friends with one of the Bohemians' daughter, Antonia. Why did I say her name like that? I swear to you, my brain is not functioning right anymore. But anyways, we just follow, Jim and Antonia as they grow up in the town and the farm, and I just thought this was a really interesting book, and I really liked the writing. Okay, so the next book I'm going to show you is another drop cap, and this is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Look at this cover. Look at this cover. I'm obsessed with it. I just posted a picture of it on Bookstagram just because I think it's so pretty. It has yellow sprayed edges. So cute. So, this is one of the most famous classics, at least, that I know of. And I actually began reading it this week. I'm on page 18. Great progress, as you can tell. And this book I'm not really into it right now. I hope it gets better as I continue to read it. But I'm just not, It's such a great classic. I hope I like it, and this is actually the first Dickens book that I pick up, so I'm going to be very disappointed if I don't like it. The last classic that I have to show to you today is one that I'm really excited about, and that is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I got the Puffin and Bloom edition just because I think it is so extremely cute, and I'm excited to read this because I watched And With an E this year, and I fell in love with everything about the show, the characters, the setting, and the story, and it's just so cute. It makes my heart so warm and fuzzy and so I'm very excited to read this because I've heard that the show is actually a great adaptation of the book. I've heard that it translates well, the characters and the story, and I'm really excited. I hope I can pick it up soon. So, I also got some sequels. And all of the sequels that I got, I cannot read right now because I haven't read the books that come before them. Like I said, I can't help it. So first up, we have 2 books that I've heard great things about. I've heard mixed things about the first book, and that's why I think I haven't gotten to it yet. But those books are One Dark Throne and Two Dark Reigns by Kendar Blake. These are the sequels to Three Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake, of course, and I have it already somewhere behind me where you can't really see, and I don't know, I've heard mixed things, like I said, about this book, but I've heard that the 2 sequels are actually very good, and that at the end of the first book, you can kind of, it gets a little bit more interesting, so I will definitely pick these up in 2019 as soon as I read Three Dark Crowns. The next sequel that I have to show you is Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. I am in love with this cover. Look at how shiny it is. I mean, I'd seen pictures of it online, and I actually like this cover, like the American cover, better than the UK edition, which is not the case with Strange the Dreamer. Oh, and it's also beautiful naked. Look at this. Ah, so pretty. And again, I haven't read Strange the Dreamer yet, and I don't know why, because everyone and their mother seems to love this book. I do have it also. I have the American cover and I have the large print version because Amazon sent it wrong to me and I didn't know that I could, you know, trade it or complain or send it back. But anyways, it's actually going to be pretty useful to read it on the bus on the way to and from college, because it's something that I do a lot, and that bigger font is going to help me, you know, get less tired when I read it on the bus, I guess. Anyways, I am excited to pick up this duology. I've heard nothing but great things about it. Like, seriously, I've heard nothing but amazing things about it, both the first and the second book. So yeah, I'm excited. Oh, and I've never read a Laini Taylor book, so I'm getting to this soon. And the last sequel to a book that I haven't read yet is Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco. I have Stalking Jack the Ripper right here. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see that. It's right here. But I got Stalking Jack the Ripper earlier this year. I can't remember exactly when, and I still haven't picked it up. Again, I don't know why. I've had a busy year, and I actually read a lot. I read 40 something books. I don't know. But considering that I'm trying to juggle, you know, reading at the university, I'd say it's a pretty good number for me. I do not know why I haven't picked up this series yet. I see it all the time on Bookstagram and BookTube. I've heard great things about the first and the second book, mixed things about the third one, but it sounds really, really interesting, and I'm definitely gonna pick this up at the beginning of 2019. Next, we have some standalones, and first I'm going to show you Fox by Nadine Brands. It's another cover that I'm in love with. What is it with all these beautiful covers? I mean, look at it. It's so pleasing. I just love it. And the naked cover is kind of peculiar. I don't know if you can see it, but it has like a weird, different texture. I've never seen this before. And yeah, I believe this is a debut author, but I'm not sure. I know that Nadine Brands is releasing another book next year called Romanov, if I'm not mistaken. It's about Anastasia, and it really like got me interested. So I'm definitely reading this one, and if I like her writing, I'm definitely picking up Romanov. The other standalone that I have is, shockingly, a contemporary. As I post more and more videos, you guys will get to know that I don't really read a lot of those. But this is an author that I discovered this year, and I've read all of her contemporaries so far, all of them this year, including this one, and that author is Emma Mills. So I heard of Emma Mills when I was watching Jesse the Reader's channel, and I think he mentioned This Adventure Ends in his Best Books of 2017 video, and I just got really interested, and the cover was beautiful, so I bought it at the beginning of the year. I read it, I gave it 5 stars, I loved it so much, and I decided to pick Emma's other books. So I have First and Then, This Adventure Ends, and Foolish Hearts. I already read Foolish Hearts, as you can tell by the tabs, and I think I gave it 4 stars. It's not my favorite of hers, but I really enjoyed this book. I want Gideon in my life, like right now. And I think one of the coolest things about Emma Mills books is that they are absolutely stunning without their dust jackets. I mean, look at this. It is so pretty. I have a thing for pretty books. I don't really do a lot of cover buys, but I don't know. I just really love pretty books. Oh, wait. There's another standalone that I totally forgot about. And this is a book that I got because of a YouTuber, actually. I saw Emma over at Emma Books talk about this book, and it just got really interested in it. I have this author's other book. I think this is her debut novel. I have her other book and I still haven't read it. But I will. I swear I will soon. And the book that I got is Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody. Like I said, I saw this book on Emma's channel and I just thought it was really interesting. I don't really remember what it's about anymore, but I think it follows like a traveling carnival and magic, and I don't know, it sounded really interesting and Emma really liked it, so I'm in for it. Oh, also, I don't remember if I read it somewhere or if I heard someone say it, but I've heard that this book has like Night Circus vibes, and The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern is one of my favorite books of all time, so I'm in for this. Next up, I've got another contemporary, which is also surprising, and a mostly cover by. I have to admit, I got this book because it's just beautiful. I'll just show it to you. Look at this. Look at these sunset colors and the sprayed edges. Oh my god. There is a gradient like on the cover, and I am in love. This is Pinball 1973, and I think it's Hear the Song of the Wind or Listen to the Song of the Wind. I'm not sure of the title in English because this is in Portuguese, by Haruki Murakami. I'm sorry if I butchered his name. I don't know how to pronounce Japanese names. He's a Japanese contemporary author. He wrote Kafka on the Shore, which is a book I've heard really good things about, so I'm excited to pick it up. I actually only know about this book because my friend from Rio got it for Christmas, and she sent me a picture of the sprayed edges because she knows I love me some sprayed edges, and she said she really loves this author, and I don't know, I just decided to pick it up because it was cheap and it is beautiful, and my friend really likes him, so why not? And I think this is good for someone who's trying to diversify their reads, which is my case. Mostly I read like YA fantasy, so not that I don't love these kind of books, they're actually, you know, my favorite kinds of books, but I'm trying to diversify my reads, and I don't think I've ever read a book from an actual Asian author. And speaking of Asian stories, I got another book that I saw on a Booktober's channel. I saw the cover and I fell in love with it immediately, but then I saw Chloe over at Books with Chloe talk about it. She read it recently because it came in a fairy loot box, if I'm not mistaken, and she loved it. And it's also an Asian-inspired story, so I really got interested. And the book is Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Gunn. Again, I'm so sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, but look at this cover. It's gorgeous. It's an Asian-inspired fantasy, and it sounds really interesting, and I think I'm gonna be picking this up pretty soon. We'll see. So we're coming to the end of this haul. I've got 3 more books to go, and these 2 that I'm about to show you, I'm incredibly excited about for different reasons. First up is one that I can't read right now because I haven't read the book that comes before it, but I will soon because I've been hearing, you know, great things about this book, and it is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. That kind of rhymed. So Kingdom of Ash is the 8th and final installment in the Throne of Glass series, which is a series that I thoroughly enjoy, even though some aspects of it have been bothering me a lot in the last books. I've heard great things about this finale. I've heard great things about Tower of Dawn, which I haven't read yet. I will soon, so that I can read this giant of a book. And the other book that I'm incredibly excited about is the Throne of Glass Collector's Edition. I don't know what it is about collector's editions, but I just love them so much, and this is a book that I loved so much when I read it years and years ago. I should probably reread it, but look at this beauty. Oh my god, it's amazing. And this is just the slipcase. I mean, look, boom. This is just gorgeous. There are no other words to describe this. It's a gorgeous edition. It's currently facing forward on my shelf. I loved the book when I read it, and I'm not gonna lie, this cost me a very pretty penny. It was almost physically painful to spend so much money in a book. More so considering that I I'm usually lucky with books like this. I usually like get it at a discount or something, like my 10th anniversary deluxe edition of The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, which is one of my favorite books and one of my favorite editions of all time. It's gorgeous. I got it for like half the price. I was incredibly lucky, or I probably never would have had it. But anyways, I think it's worth it. It's a lovely book. And last, but definitely not least, I have a book that I honestly wasn't that excited to read before I got it, mainly because I have some issues with the main couple in this trilogy. Please do not throw rocks at me. But it is Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. This is the last book in the Dark Artifices trilogy, and it is fucking huge. Like, look at this brick. It's huge, but it's also beautiful. One thing that bothers me about this book is that the cover is blue. And this blue doesn't match the other covers of the trilogy. Like, I put this on my shelf next to Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows, and they're like a sort of turquoise, I guess. And then there's this bright ass blue. I'm like, why? Well, it's a gorgeous cover. I'm definitely gonna pick this up as soon as I finish my current read, which is Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I want to do a reading vlog on Queen of Air and Darkness. I will try. I'm not sure that it'll turn out good enough to be, you know, out there in the internet, but I promise I will try. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was all over the place. I promise you my next haul will be much better. I promise I will not lose the footage again. I'm thinking of posting videos every Sunday and maybe Wednesdays. We'll see how it goes since I'm on vacation. And since this is the last video that I'll be posting before the new year, I just wish you a lovely 2019, a happy new year. I hope next year is filled with the most wonderful things and exciting adventures and whatnot. And of course, like, the best reads, because that's the most important thing. Am I right? I'm just kidding. I know food is very important too. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye.